Hi guys, and welcome to #SoccerKalitzStyle. As you know, the best show on YouTube right now, bringing you all the latest and updated facts and figures about football, all the local content, all the international content, and also the Premier League, Europa League, and all types of football. Today we're going to be discussing the Europa League fixtures that's coming up tonight. The Arsenal, the Manchester United, Tottenham, and Leicester are all still in the Europa League, last 16. And with me today, I have me joining Mr. Roderick Fransman, the resident specialist. Hi, Roddy, how you doing, man?
I'm well in yourself.
No complaints, man. Listen, I'm very glad you could join me this morning just quickly to discuss the Europa League fixtures. First of all, man, what was your thoughts on the game last night, Barcelona and PSG? Did you think Messi was back to his old self?
Yeah, that was a spectacular goal which he scored yesterday, and that's like that's literally the trademark of Messi in the Champions League, scoring goals like that. He was made for that.
Listen, man, I really thought that it was going to be one of those nights where Barcelona is going to pull a rabbit out of the hat. It just felt to me, building up to the game, Barcelona's form and all the sorts of stuff, that Barcelona is really gonna produce something special. But it was not to be. It wasn't one of those special Champions League nights. What was your thought on the game in general?
I think Barcelona was playing much better than the first leg. You could see that they were all out attacking and passing, playing that tika-tika football.
Yeah,
They never allowed PSG really that space to give the ball to Mbappe or to the dangerous players up front. But Barcelona played very well, man. They kept the ball and they made those clinical passes in the box, but they could not finish off that. A couple of opportunities to score. I remember in the last third of the game where Jordi Alba, there was a ball that they passed overpass over the defenders, and he was just supposed to just hit it clean on the volley, but he failed to do so. That would have actually given them an opportunity to go 2-1 up. But yeah, Messi missing the penalty, that was also a big thing. I mean, that would have given them confidence going into the game. And like we all know what they did a couple of years ago against PSG, scoring 4-5 goals, I think, with the return fixture. But unfortunately, this wasn't their night.
yeah. Listen, man, they were really unlucky. I saw Messi's chances that he got along with Griezmann. If it's not your night,
Yes.
it's not your night, man. As you know, in football, sometimes the ball bounces right, sometimes it doesn't bounce right. But
Yes.
with that being said, I think Ousmane Dembele, he had a great performance last night. It's just that his choices or his composure in the final third is not what it's supposed to be. But in total, he's a good player for me. How do you rate Ousmane Dembele?
Look, Dembele, his first couple of seasons with Barcelona, he was injured and he couldn't really show his talent and what he's made of. But he's definitely coming out of the blocks now. He's sprinting out of the blocks. He's showing the reason why they had to give so much money to get him. He's still a young player and he's improving every single game. And I can tell you that boy's got pure pace. He's good on the ball. He's got skills. He can dribble past players quickly, and yeah, he's making his name there at New Camp. I just think they need to give him at least a couple of years still before he can be in his prime, because we all witnessed what he did at Dortmund. He was a promising player there, and now he's showcasing his talent there in at Barcelona. So yeah, great player.
Yeah, man. Listen, let's get straight into the fixtures tonight. First of all, I just want to start with this guy right here that's popping up on your screen right now. Can you see him?
Thomas Partey.
Yes. I just would just like to see if we can listen to his interview. Um, okay, seems like not. maybe we have a transcript of Arteta's interview. The thing is, they were speaking about they can, how can you say, they are a better team than what they was last year this time. Would you necessarily agree that would be the case? Would you necessarily agree that would be the case?
I don't think they, based on performance, compared to last season and the position that they are in this year, I mean, there was a lot of, I still blame, I can't blame really VAR or so, but some decisions were just really going against Arsenal this season. Some players also made some bad decisions. A lot of red cards for the season. So if it wasn't for that, I'm sure they would have been by top 4 or at least cementing their place for Europa League. But this year's performance wasn't much better than last year. I mean, last year they won 2 trophies, or they won 1 trophy, the FA Cup. And going into the season, they won the Community Shield. I mean, that was a brilliant end of for Arteta last season. But going into the season, they are out of the FA Cup, out of the Carabao Cup. So the only savior for them this season is going to be Europa League. And that will also allow them to play Champions League. So the only way I think now is to just win the Europa League, because top 4 is out of reach for them at the moment. So each and every single game that they have to play now, they have to win.
Listen, man, last year, this time, Arsenal also fell out of the competition by this very same team. What do you think makes them different this time than the previous time? Or what do you think? Arteta made a statement that he thinks that the team is better this year than they were last season at this point. Would you necessarily agree that that is the truth?
I think in terms of seeing out games, the only problem that we have currently with Arteta's squad or the team is they concede too early, which wasn't the case last season. So they're allowing teams to get into the game early, and then they want to fight back in the end of the game to win, to see the game off. So in games like this in the Europa League, you cannot allow the opponent to score or to concede, knowing that there's a away goal advantage that will allow teams to qualify or progress to the next stage. So he must make sure defensively they are sharp. I'm sure they are well aware of the same team that won last year in the last couple of dying moments of the game. So I'm sure the whole squad is going to have that mentality and mindset of we need to get our revenge back on Olympiacos, and the goal is to go to the finals. So, yeah, definitely Arteta is, I'm sure he motivated the players and also just reminded them how important this game is, and I'm sure all of them are going to be hyped up and ready to go for this game and be fully confident.
Cool, man. Listen, Arteta also said that he thinks that there are some key players that he should rest for this game. Do you think that would be a good idea from his side?
If you look at the current league fixtures, they have the North London Derby coming. Then they play West Ham, and then they play Chelsea. So they're having big games coming in the league. What Arteta don't want is to be right at the bottom of the league, because you don't want to be a big 6 team and you want to fight the relegation. So I think for the first leg, it's okay to rest a couple of players, because we all know the North London Derby is a big one. So definitely Arsenal definitely want to win that one. But also at the same time, he can also use a lot of his young talented players to play in the Europa League, the first league. because I'm sure there's a couple of youngsters that are ready to take the stage and to play in these games in Europa. And they have proven before in previous games in group stages that they have the quality to win games. So yeah, I think it's a good decision for Arteta, but both games are vital, the Europa League as well as the North London Derby.
Okay, man. Listen, we also have coming up seriously, Manchester United versus Milan.
Yes, Manchester United. Without Zlatan, it's not going to be so competitive, but they are great quality players in AC Milan squad. There's that Kessie guy, and then there's the Tew, who's a defender. They have a couple of great players in the Milan squad. I don't know all of them, but I've watched some of their games. So yeah, there is some quality. But United's got a good side, so it's gonna be a feisty, nice, hard game for to watch. It's gonna be a difficult one. But if United plays well on the day, they might just nick a win against AC Milan. But I can just tell you now, if Zlatan returns, we're gonna have a Zlatan show on.
Are you sure, man? Listen, with
Yes.
that being said, Manchester United had a great win over the weekend. Do you think that would boost their confidence going into this game? Do you think that would add some spring into their step?
Surely. If you just came from a game where you won, possibly the team who's gonna. We all know City's gonna take the league if they continue. Last night they were showing again why they want to win this league so badly. But for United, after winning City, they have that confidence now, so that's a booster for them going into Europa League, being highly confident and trying to show us the same quality which they produced at the Manchester Derby. So yeah, I think United is on a high and they will go all out against this game.
Okay. Listen, man. With that being said, they do have a few injuries. Manchester United going into this game. I think they will be without Marcus Rashford, and I think they would be without Cavani. And there's been talks that Cavani is unhappy um, at Old Trafford. He wants to go home, according to his father. What do you make of those talks? Is it just rumors, or what do you think?
Look, there's always rumors, there's always stories. Like end of the day, it all comes down to the player, what he wants, how he feels about the club, and we've seen year in and out players being happy or unhappy at clubs, and there's always stories. And Cavani for me, since he joined Man United, I think he's a great fit for United. Even in his prime, at his age, doesn't seem to look very unhappy at United. If you watch the games, he looks quite at ease. He gels well with the players, but he's a good addition to the United squad. Also with the injuries, there is a lot of backups for the two players, or for example, Rashford. You can always slot in Greenwood. You can
Yeah.
even use there's Daniel James as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good young players that can step up as well. So losing Rashford is a big one, but there is a lot of quality on the bench as well, which they can utilize.
Yeah, as the Manchester Evening News states that Paul Pogba is still sidelined with a thigh injury. Ronnie van der Beek is
Yes.
unavailable because of a muscular injury. And Juan Mata is still also absent. David De Gea is not expected to play before the March internationals. Rashford 23. I could also miss the Premier League game against West Ham on Sunday, and Anthony Martial is set to continue up front. Phil Jones is still injured. Solskjaer said on Rashford, I don't think he'll be available tomorrow. He's still getting treatment, but he didn't join in during training today. Even though I'm normally very optimistic guy, I think he's out for tomorrow night and probably for a doubt for the weekend's game. Yeah. Do you think that's a real big blow for them?
Look, if you watch actually the whole season of how Man United play and the players that have played, guys like Bruno Fernandes who played almost the entire season. Then you have also Marcus Rashford. Injuries could happen due to fatigue and guys playing every single game. Marcus Rashford has been playing almost, I won't say all the games, but he has been included in mostly of the games of the season as well as Europa League. So yeah, it is a big loss for them. But this is a good opportunity again for Mason Greenwood to step up because we have seen his quality. We see what he is capable of, and he's a good player playing with left and right. He's a left and right-footed player. He can score great goals. So yeah, this is I hope that Odegaard and Solskjaer is gonna use these young talented players in the games more and often so they can see the quality.
What would your scoreline be for Manchester United versus AC Milan?
Pardon?
What would your scoreline be for the Manchester United versus AC Milan game?
I think it's gonna be a tight one. If United is playing at home, I will go 2-1. I think Milan is gonna try and score a goal as well, but United is gonna see this game out 2-1.
All right. Then we also have Tottenham playing tonight. Tottenham versus who's those guys? Dynamo Zagreb. Do you think Jose Mourinho's men will continue in their great form? And do you think that Bale will also be continuing his great form?
Yes, definitely. If Mourinho starts up Gareth Bale with Harry Kane again and Son up front, definitely they are a deal that is so potent this season. As you could see, their last game, how they scored those goals and the quality they brought to that game. So this is gonna be for them also vital. They also in the same boat as Arsenal, trying to save the season. And Mourinho's definitely gonna put out a strong squad. And don't get me wrong, Dynamo Zagreb. They used to play Champions League as well. So they're not a weak team. They are also a good team. But Tottenham is gonna be too much for that squad, and I can see Tottenham winning this one.
Going to that, we go to the Tottenham injury news. Shirts Regulon is still out for this game, or let me say, yeah, Regulon is still out for this game. Do you think it's a big blow for them losing that a player of his quality on that flank?
Definitely. I'm one of those fans who like defensive players, and he was one of those players that I've when Tottenham plays, then he's the player that I always watch. He's great on the wing. He's got a lot of pace. He dribbles past a lot of players this whole season. He provides an assist on the wing. So they're gonna miss out on that because there hasn't been a player in that caliber in the squad that has been producing um, balls into the box and crosses and dribbled past players. So yeah, definitely since he arrived, he's been proving to Mourinho that he's that guy on that wing. There is other guys like Davies and Winks and those guys, but it's not the same quality. So it's a big loss for them. Yes.
Do you think that Dele Alli will start tonight? What do you think his future looks like at Tottenham?
Look, Mourinho, as we know for years now, there's certain players that he doesn't favor at all. Um, he just thinks there's better players out there. Dele Ali, it hasn't been a good story for him. He hasn't featured a lot, but I think going into this new transfer window, I'm sure he's gonna look for other clubs or for other opportunities where he can play regular football. Because this season has been a deadbeat for him. Mourinho's not giving him a lot of games, but yes, also there's a lot of quality in the midfield because some guys like Lucas Moura and those guys, Lamela, those guys are also good quality. So it's all about who's the better midfielder and who plays better every single game. So Mourinho is not a guy that's gonna favor um, because you've been playing under the previous coach. I'm gonna allow you to play again. Mourinho always look at who is more technical and who's more fit for that position. And as we know, he's a mastermind in games. So yeah, Dele Ali, I can only see him looking to go to another club. Like there's been rumors of him going to PSG, but we still have to wait for the next transfer window.
Okay, cool, man. Listen, it's been fun. I see Leicester is not playing tonight. I don't know if I'm looking wrong at the fixture list of the last 16, but I don't see Leicester. It's only Olympiacos, Manchester United, Ajax, and those type of people. Listen, man,
Now
it's been fun
Leicester,
chatting to you. Yeah.
yes.
What about
Now
Leicester?
Leicester was knocked out the previous round, so it's only
Okay.
the three English teams.
Oh, probably that's why I'm not seeing them. Damn.
Yes,
I should have been up to date with that, man. Listen, Roderick, it's been nice chatting to you. As always, it's been nice sharing your knowledge. We always
yes,
welcome your opinions on the show and also your drive towards football and your passion towards football. Listen, tonight it's Arsenal versus Olympiacos. If possible, we'll be catching up. We'll be doing a player rating show. You're more than
mm,
welcome to join us later on, and it's been fun.
sure.
Any last words for the fans across the world?
Guys, stay tuned into Soccer Colored Style. Hashtag Soccer Colored Style. It is a brand that is growing every single day. Don't miss out on all the content, all the highlights, all the news that we will be giving to you. If you're a football lover, this is the channel and this is the program to subscribe and join. So yeah, guys. Also to the Arsenal fans, be positive tonight. Also United and all the English squads, I wish them well. Yeah, a good night of football like we had last night for the past 2 nights. So yeah, guys, have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Roderick. It's been a pleasure. Fans across the world, this is #SoccerKalitzStyle signing out.